What's up, guys?
So I am technically getting ahead of myself here, but I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen this week, and I have work tomorrow, and I may or may not be out of action on Wednesday, and then for
Like a couple of days after that.
because I know my nephew's coming, so and I'm not sure if I'm going to go up with my brother to get him or not, because I know that the drive can be pretty boring.
So I'm gonna
Get myself ahead anyway, just in case.
and if I don't, then no big issues. But yeah.
So this video anyway is about relaxation.
So I'm basically just gonna go through the things that I do to kind of relax myself, because to anyone else it might not seem like it, but I have a pretty full-on and like pretty stressful life, which I suppose anyone can say about themselves, because different things stress different people in different ways and all of that. But anyway,
Getting
way off topic here. So the things that I do to relax myself are
my exercise, which
I actually haven't done
in a while. I just
kind of, the day gets away from me and it's just kind of like, well, I did this and I did that, so that can count, right? But I normally
go
get
for my bike ride, which
I should probably be on right now, but it's coming into like winter, and I did yard work today,
so
I'm kind of hot, and yeah, from that I kind of did laps around the yard.
pushing the lawnmower. So plus I did like some manual housework and that kind of thing. So
I think that kind of evens it out, like I said. But there's my exercise. I listen to music. Obviously, music's really good for relaxing. Hanging out with my friends, even though some friends stress me out more than others. Obviously, all my friends stress me, but some friends stress me more than others. So hanging out with some friends and just kind of like having a social life, really. And then I like to read and write and watch anything to do with, film, really. Which you might be thinking, but hang on, how is reading to do with film? Well, a lot of the stuff that I watch is based on a video game or a book
or a comic, or
they're based on something, and so there's material that I can go outside of
the show or the movie, and I can
go and I can watch, well, I can go and read those things
or look at those things
and get ideas from there that help influence my own work. So yeah, one of the things
which I will kind of put into this video since
I'm already on the topic is 13 Reasons Why. I have the book.
book now. It's really
Kind of interesting. I'm up to here. I'm not that far
into it, but I am up to where the second episode would
start in the show. So, but so far it's a really good book. I'm actually kind of surprised that they were able to
get so much action out of
that short amount for
the actual show.
Because some of the stuff that was in episode 1 hasn't been in that chapter, so I'm kind of like, oh, okay. Knowing that, you can make a show, you have to take certain liberties to make it interesting for that audience, because it's obviously a different medium, and yeah, so it's kind of interesting, yeah. But like that's the kind of thing I mean. Like I've got that.
Riverdale is based on the Archie comics, so if I wanted to, I could go and read those. I know that there was one time where those
Archie comics
actually did a crossover with The Punisher, which is
also getting its own
Netflix show, so
there is the potential for that to happen. It's probably extremely unlikely, but there is the possibility for that to happen, which is kind of cool. And yeah, those kinds of things. the Resident Evil movies. I watched the final chapter with my brother yesterday. They're based on video games and all that kind of thing. I just find that kind of stuff kind of interesting.
And then obviously there's
reading just about every page in Wikipedia, because Wikipedia, while it may not be
the most trustworthy site,
is enough to get you started on an idea or with an idea and give you enough information for that, that if you wanted to write something,
you can be like, okay,
well, that sounds good and that sounds good and that sounds good, and being that I have my own liberties from being able to be creative with this, that can connect to that, which connects to that, and you're able to then kind of mold a story
from that. Might not be 100% historically accurate or anything like that, but it does
give you enough to kind of be like, here's a really cool idea that you could do. And so I'm slowly working my way through doing those things with a series that I've been working on for quite some time. I want it to be kind of perfect by the time I actually start getting down to writing. So I'm trying to get all the characters that I'm going to have and all the how the plot's going to go and how I'm going to make that all interesting and that kind of thing. But it's based on just about any Greek myth I can find. So obviously the big ones like the Trojan War and Hercules are in there, but then there's also things like that people might not necessarily have heard of, like Orpheus and Eurydice, or the House of Atreus, and those kinds of things, which are really cool. But yeah, anyway, this video has gone on longer than I had intended for it to, so I'm going to sign off here. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what things you do to relax are. I didn't really go into the kinds of shows, books and stuff that I actually like, the genres that I read. I'll probably do that in another video later on. But yeah, leave me a comment down below on the kinds of stuff that you guys do to relax. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, as I make videos every day. And I would love to have you join me in this adventure thing. And until next time, guys, keep raising hell.